Hi guys, Steve Lawson here. Welcome. I'm coming out of West Wales in the UK and really excited to be making this video today because it's day 3 of my ILN 100-day video challenge. Long way to go, but it's a great day to make a video because I've got some fantastic news really. And the news is that the ILN, the Internet Lifestyle Network, has just literally launched its new compensation plan. And I'm going to come to that a little bit later on in the video, but what I really wanted to do was to just talk to you guys a little bit about some of the problems I see in the network marketing business and the reasons behind people, what I believe, failing and quitting within sort of the first 30 to 60 days. And I'm hopeful that what I'm going to tell you a little bit later on in this video is going to actually alleviate that issue, because there is something that's happened overnight that I think a lot of people are going to be switching on to very, very, very soon. So, but before I get into that, I just want to talk about how I see the present state of the network marketing industry, certainly the industry that I'm involved with directly. And for those of you that see my videos and know a little bit about me, you know that I promote one or two different companies. I believe in multi streams of income. I don't believe necessarily that you have to just stick with one product like a lot of other people do. I think, you've got to just make your choice. It's up to you what amount of work you put into your businesses, of course. And some people would say you'll get further in by putting 100% into one business than you will by maybe dividing your time up with 2 or 3 other businesses. And there's a lot of sense behind that. It just depends on your work ethic and what you're prepared to put yourself through. Now, for me, I'm fortunate enough to work from home. I don't have to live by somebody else's rules. I make my own rules up. And for example, last night I didn't go to bed till about 3:30 because I stayed up to watch a live webinar in the United States. And I chose to wake up early this morning, so I'm pretty bleary-eyed. I look a bit unkempt, a bit disheveled, but so what? It doesn't matter because I haven't got to report to boss. So yeah, I'm just going off track slightly here. What I wanted to say is that one of the reasons I believe that people fail or quit their business so soon is because a lot of these companies, and what I'll do is I'm going to use one company as an example, okay? And I may be criticized for this. I really don't care because I believe in being upfront and honest. I believe in telling people how I see it. But if you take, just as an example, Empire Network. Now, I promote Empire Network. I've got a lot of respect for the leadership. I've got a lot of respect for my sponsors. I've got a lot of respect for the people that I work with within that networking community. But I have to say, from a newcomer's perspective, when you are brought into a business like Empire Network, you are brought into it with this, this kind of vision of making a fortune, having this wonderful lifestyle, and being part of this amazing community. And of course, all of that is absolutely possible. It's completely possible. On the other hand, for a lot of people who don't have necessarily the right skills, they don't have the mindset, they need to go through all the training, they need to go through all the mindset training, they need to get a more positive attitude. And for those people that, start off in that business, they're basically looking at paying, $25 for a blogging platform, which, okay, it's a reasonable price. I've got no beef about that. I think the price is fine for what they offer. But then, of course, if you want to resell that product and make the most of the training that's involved, then you've got to upgrade to become an affiliate. So what happens then? You then have to sign up to an affiliate e-wallet, which is a further $19. So, straight away you're up to $44. And then, of course, very, very quickly you're told to, get more involved in it and to get all in and to move up to the next level and then join their inner circle where you're going to get the, all this extra training. You're going to get the audios when it's all the mindset stuff, which is great. And I've got no problem with that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it. But from a newcomer's perspective, they go and invest another $100. So now they're up to like $144. Now, it's very, very unusual for people to make sales in the first month. Very, very unusual. And you see stories of people making 10,000 in their first 30 days. Well, maybe that's true, but it's not everybody. It's not the norm. It's not typical. And it's usually those people that have got a huge list already built up is not something that newbies necessarily experience. Okay, and this goes back to my point that these people are now into like $150 per month. Excuse me, I'm just gonna have a quick drink. So they're into $150. So the first month goes by, they're taking in all of this information, you know, they're on the computer every night, they're spending time away from their loved ones, from their family, they've stopped doing their favorite hobbies, they've stopped watching the TV, they're into the books, they're into listening to the audios, they're super hyped up, but they've made absolutely nothing. So the first month goes by and they see $150 leave their bank account. So that has a psychological effect on these people, okay? It does. And the negativity starts to impact on them. The negativity starts to creep in. You know, gosh, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. You know, and I've been doing everything they've told me, and I haven't made a single sale, and I haven't heard from my sponsor, and I haven't really had the help, and I don't really understand how this blogging platform works, and I really don't have the time. I don't know what to say, and I don't know what to do. I've got to be being told to make videos, and I feel nervous about it. So all these things impact on people. And so that first month goes by, they've made no sales, they've basically committed $150, and these are people generally looking for something more. They're unhappy with their lives, they're unhappy with what they're currently earning, but they're in a position where they may not be able to afford $150, you know? And so what happens is the negativity gets in there. And so the next month comes and they still haven't made a sale. Now they're into $300. They've lost $300. Okay, you know, they've had some great training, but it's not enough time. They haven't had the time to learn all the stuff, to do the training. They may not have the money to do paid marketing. And so, you know, it's great for the person up, you know, up above them. And then another thing with this, with Empower Network as an example, and I'm not knocking Empower, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it. Please don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm just trying to explain from a newcomer's perspective how this could appear. You know, they're not going to get a sale on the 2nd, on the 4th, and on the 6th people that they recruit. So they're like, you know, 3 payments down straight away. So that also has an effect. So is it any wonder that people, you know, drop out within the first 30 to 60 or 90 days? Is it any wonder? You know, this is not a get rich quick business, and it's certainly not a get rich quick in 30 days. So, you know, what I feel is that this kind of the pass ups, the structure of the way that it works, you know, when you move up to the next level, you sell the next product, you get 100% of the commissions, but it's really difficult to sell, and it's not impossible, you know, because a lot of people are making a lot of money from it, you know, but people struggle. And I think this is genuinely the reason why people actually drop out, and, you know, then it just becomes, you know, it just becomes a numbers game. So that's my kind of take on it. That's my point of view. That's what I believe is going on, and I you know, obviously I might be completely wrong, and you can leave your comments and get in touch with me and let me know what you think. You know, but I'm just saying it how I see it and how I try to look at it from that person's perspective. So this now brings me on to what I believe is a solution to this problem for a lot of people. So I joined recently the Internet Lifestyle Network, ILN as it's abbreviated, and the reason I joined it was because I was blown away by the actual, not just the compensation plan, but the people within the business. I was blown away by Mark Hoverson, and, you know, this guy is a very, very successful entrepreneur. He's been involved with many different things and has created huge success. But what I like also is the fact that he has a take on things that I haven't seen before, you know, and the kind of inspirational stuff that he comes out with, in my mind, is really, really great, you know. And he talks about, you know, taking action. And of course, everybody talks about taking action, but he talks about taking fast action. He talks about sorting out your life before anything else, in a way. And I think that's one of the things that people forget. You sometimes need to clear up issues within their own lives before they're ready to go on and start, you know, trying to train and coach other people in their lives. And that's one of the things I love about it. And of course, you've also got Vincent Ortega Jr., who's, you know, another fantastic character. He's so full of energy, has a great story, and, you know, obviously worked his butt off to get where he is. So you've got great people, you've got great leadership within the business, and I think that was one of the initial reasons why I decided to join, once I'd started to see exactly what these people are all about. But then when you look at the actual program itself, and you look at the opportunity to get involved in this business, and you're talking about an initial payment of $14.95. So, you know, who couldn't afford to get involved in that business? I mean, honestly, for $14.95, you're talking about a pizza. You're talking about the cost of a pizza per month. And for people that live in the UK, for people that are watching this, perhaps you live in the UK, you're talking about an £8 to £9 a month investment to get started at the basic level. And what that will do for you is it will give you breathing space. It will give you some time to actually learn everything that you need to learn. It will give you time to make your videos, to do the reading, to do the research, to take the action. And I think that's what people need. They need that breathing space. They need that time where they don't feel that the money is just being taken away from them and are not getting results back. Now, I got involved over the weekend, and already I've made sales. And, you know, I struggled big time to make sales in the businesses that I've been involved with. Really struggled. But this one, you know, as soon as you make it clear that people can actually afford to get involved with this business, that it's actually opened up to a much, much bigger audience. And I think that's when the power of this really starts to come into effect. And seeing last night's webinar really did make me wake up to the possibilities of what ILN can offer, because they've now brought in a fresh perspective on the compensation plan. And you are in a situation now where you really only need to bring in about 5 people into your own, let's say, your own inner circle. And you're going to help those 5 people in their business. And to be honest with you, that's all you really need, because when you start to spread yourself out too thinly, you can't really impact people's lives. You know, you can make videos and you can get the message out, I understand that, but you want to be able to have a close association with the people that come into your business. And so when you look at their compensation plan, when you look at the way that their business is now structured, and I'm not going to go into the detail because I wouldn't be able to give it justice. I don't have the necessary in-depth knowledge to explain it as I would like, because I just haven't had enough time to really examine it. But looking at it as an overview, the best thing that I would suggest that you were to do would be to check out the video below this in my link, and because it will give you a much better understanding of how this works. But my point is that for, you know, people getting involved in the network marketing industry, for people who are getting involved for the very first time, the newbies, the newcomers, this is an ideal opportunity for you, because you have not got to spend, you know, $25 to buy your blogging platform, $19 to act as an affiliate, you know, and then a further $100 to get the first batch of training. So, you know, to my mind, when you can get involved with a business for $14.95, okay, you've got upsell, you know, there are upsells and there are upgrades, okay, but you don't need to do that straight away. You can actually test drive this business with the $14.95 product. And build on that in your part-time, in your spare time, and then you can upgrade. When you know that you've got a system that works, then you can upgrade, and that's when your income can really start to increase, and then that's when it can become exponential, because what you'll see in the structure of the business is how other people are going to be able to pass up small amounts of commissions to you on a grand scale. And I just want to get that point across to everybody, that it's a business for everybody. Even and I was just going to take a quick drink here because my throat's going a bit dry. Oh, that's better. I think I've got a bit of a cold coming. Even people in what you might call, let me see, less developed countries. I want to be careful what I say. I don't want to upset anybody, all right? I've probably already upset enough Empower Network affiliates as it is. But I wanted to say that people in less developed countries are now going to be in a position where, if they've got access to the internet, they are going to be able to also join in to this amazing online world, because it's going to become affordable to them. And why can this business not be open to everybody on the planet? Because obviously there are a lot of people who don't make the kind of income that people within the broader Western world make, and I'm talking about countries in sort of Southeast Asia, these types of countries. But now this opportunity does exist for those people that can get access to the internet. And of course, these countries are always developing, and their infrastructure is growing. And so, this is an amazing market that we can all get involved in. So it's great from that point of view, that people from all over the world can now get involved in this business. And I'm delighted with that, and I'm delighted that it's going to help change so many people's lives, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about changing people's lives. And I think there are so many cases of people that have been in desperate straits, have been looking for something to change their lives, not just on a financial basis, but also on a personal and emotional basis. And this business opportunity, and a lot of these opportunities, and I include Empower Network in it as well, because I do believe that they've done a tremendous amount of good to bring people together, to bring people out of their shells, to challenge people to become more. I believe that's a fantastic thing to have achieved, and a full respect to the leadership for doing that. But my mind is kind of firmly fixed on ILN right now, and I see the possibilities for creating a business, a lifestyle, and creating more great friendships from all over the world. And I'm delighted to have joined it. So I hope that this has been interesting. I'm not obviously the greatest speaker. I do kind of stumble and fumble my way through my videos, but I believe in just being yourself. There's no point in trying to script stuff. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just talking from inside, really. So if you guys like what you've heard, you can get in touch with me personally, and through my Facebook. You can click on the link below the video, which will take you to my blog site, and you can check out my blog. And obviously, if you want to enroll, if you want to join into the ILN through my form, then that's awesome, and you'll find the form on my blog. So that's it, really, guys. This is it's been a great to talk about this. This is day 3 of my 100-day video challenge. I'll be coming back with some more tomorrow. Probably won't be talking about ILN, but I'll probably be talking about something else, but who knows. And hopefully I will see you and get to meet you and get to talk to you very, very soon. Okay, all the best. Bye for now.